Hey, Asmodeus is here, and we are reviewing the Falcon and Winter Soldier. Falcon Winter Soldier, sorry. I know I said I'd do this a few weeks ago, but just been very busy. So the second Marvel TV show has just come out. This is the second Marvel Disney Plus show that has been released. Still waiting for the movies. Now, if you're wondering what I thought of WandaVision, I really enjoyed it. It was fun. I had a good time with it. Wasn't too much of a big fan of the final episode, but overall it was very, very fun. This was meant to be the first show, but 2020, COVID, yada yada yada. Not going to go over it. So we get to this, and what do I think of it? You know what? I really enjoyed it. I'm not sure which is the better show, this or WandaVision, but I think I do enjoy it. But anyway. What's the premise? So taking place 6 weeks, I think, is after Avengers Endgame. Sam Wilson, aka the Falcon, has returned to his native town of Louisiana and living with his sister and nephews as he attempts to move on from his life and distance himself from the role of Captain America that he was but as he was given the role by Steve Rogers. He doesn't initially take the shield; he gives it up. And he's just content being who he is, and doing missions all around in this new world post the blip. And eventually a new group of terrorists known as the Flag Smashers come around, who are determined to return the world back to the way it was during the blip. They feel like it was better before the snap victims returned. Their leader Carly is also and her team has also injected themselves with super soldier serum. So to combat this, the Global Retribution Council creates a new Captain America, a U.S. military general known as John Walker, and with his partner Lamar Hoskins, known as the Battlestar, they go around trying to thwart the flag smashers. But Sam is also determined to do that. Of course, being a little bit angry that the government did this without him knowing, as is Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier, who is angry that Sam gave up the shield to begin with, as he believes he's basically tarnishing Steve Rogers' final wish. So it's Falcon so Sam and Bucky go on their own adventure to stop the Flag Smashers and reunite with old friends like Sharon Carter and they even have to team up with old enemies like Helmut Zemo. So that's the premise. Now, for what it is, I think it actually is really good. And what works in this is how realistic they make the premise. I mean, look, the snap is so surreal, is a very surreal premise, but for what it is, they acted like it did actually happen, and what we might do if it did. And you know what? It actually kind of works. It actually sort of shows how people would try to, who governments in the world will try to benefit more and help out more compared to others, and how those who live through that tragedy are want to return to what they feel like was a sense of normality before everyone else returned. Which is really good. We also get introduced to new characters. I mean, John Walker, who will become the U.S. agent, is introduced, and he's really cool. Julia Louis-Dreyfus also appears as Valentina. I forget her name, but anyway, she appears in it, and she does a really good job setting up what this darker version of Nick Fury will end up doing, most likely the Thunderbolts, which I think Walker will be a part of. We also have other characters too. I mean, Helmut Zemo. I don't think Zemo's done yet. Sharon Carter's also got a bit of a plot going on from the end of this, and especially with the post-credits scene. Yeah, so there's a lot that is going to happen. Then, not to mention the appearances of the Wakandans I mean, look, I think we're all wondering what's going to happen in the next Black Panther movie, Wakanda Forever, but we'll have to wait till we get a trailer, or at least, which is probably going to be next year, to get a full idea of what's going to happen with that. I'm not going to go over it, we all know. We all know the reason why, we're all curious about it. The action is great, the aerial fight scenes are the best with Falcon, and, you know, Bucky also gets his moments too, and of course the acting is great. I mean, yeah, every actor here is Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan are perfect and doing a great job in their respective roles that they've had for so many years. Emily Van Camp is great, is still great as Sharon Carter. I was quite surprised. David Baroa's Helmut Zemo. Zemo is probably one of the most underrated villains in the MCU. I don't think he gets enough love. But I think at the end of this series, people will have started to enjoy him a lot more, especially with his dance scene. I mean, that became a meme instantaneously, and yeah, the memes in this are actually pretty funny. And yeah, so that, and you know, I appreciate how grounded this show is. I mean, WandaVision is more comedic, and you know, and it is a bit more comedic, but this is more grounded, and you know, I think it actually does work. But of course, the one problem I have with this is, and I think I brought this up in WandaVision, is obviously the change in its release schedule. I mean, this show should have come out before after Black Widow would have been released in theaters, because it does set up stuff from that. Because Julia Louis-Dreyfus is supposed to appear in Black Widow, and we're supposed to get hints towards the Thunderbolts, with Thunderbolt Ross supposed to be in, who's going to be in Black Widow. And of course, pandemic happened, and we've had a change in schedule. So it is a bit disappointing, because I feel like we were going to get hints towards that, but we can't. We gotta wait. Call me a fan. I'm a fan, so I guess I am impatient with this, but you know, it would have, as much as I'm glad we're getting Marvel stuff now after everything that happened last year. I mean, look, I like New Mutants, I do, but I'm just saying. But anyway, I do wish we could have gotten a little bit. Maybe we could, if I could have at least seen things in order as what they originally had, I would have appreciated it. But for that said, overall I enjoyed Falcon Winter Soldier, and you know what? I'm not sure. Well, I don't know if I would watch this again as of late. I mean, unlike, again, I said this WandaVision. It's hard for me to say when I would watch all the episodes again. The movies I can just jump straight in and pick whenever I want, but I would wait at the shows. But yet again, I haven't yet found my absolute. I'm still more waiting a bit more for some of the other stuff. Though I reckon Loki, the next show, might be what I'm after. I never know. I won't know until next month. But in the meantime, I really enjoyed Falcon Winter Soldier, and you know what? I give it a good score. An 8.5 out of 10 has-stars. It's below WandaVision, but you know, it's hard to get. Anything can happen, anything can change. Plus, the show does leave room for a second season, while WandaVision was just, you know, one season, you know. So what's next? Well, I think maybe video games is probably where I'm going to go next. Because I'm not sure what I'm going to see in theaters next. I have a couple of ideas for the movie this month, but I won't say it yet. We're just going to have to wait and see, you know. But I would reckon maybe wait till maybe 2 more weeks before I do something with that. But you know, in the meantime, I'll see you for my next review, which, you know, I will do a video game review probably. Yeah, I will. So in the meantime, Hasbro is out, and I'll see you later for my next review. Ciao.